How's it going, guys? Billy's Blues. I know it's been a long time. I know the internet has been holding their breath in anticipation with me posting another video. Work and just life happens sometimes. Not to mention, there hasn't been too many movies that have come out, especially this past month. There have been good ones, but I feel like over summertime, even right before summertime, the movies were just coming out a mile a minute, and it was hard to keep up. Feels like with October that, from what I can see at least, that it's about to get into, a busy time again. Before I forget, let's save this one. Maybe I'll save that one for last. Anyway, there have been a couple of ones that have come out that really made me happy. Ballerina. This is a really good one. Good incorporation with the John Wick story. I think it takes place around between the third and fourth John Wick movie, and I don't know. I really like this one. It was good. I watched it the first time, and I feel like I missed just a couple of the action scenes. I wasn't really involved with it, so had a chance to rewatch this one over again. It's good. If you haven't had a chance to see it, I strongly suggest it. This one's been out now for about 2 weeks, I think. So they came out. I don't know if you've seen it or not yet, but the slip cover comes up, and then of course you have Ballerina on the back, and her surrounded by the ballerinas. Then you just have the regular slip over here. So I had got the Amazon one too, and then I had canceled it, and because I was going to get the Walmart version instead, but I guess I didn't hit the cancel button. Then they told me it was delayed, and I thought I canceled it, and what do you know? I got a notification saying that it had already shipped. So I kept it, and it's still in the plastic. So I'm not going to open this one. I know that the fine people on eBay are the ones now trying to go and sell it for a bunch of money. I'm not going to do that. I keep it for collection purposes, and so that's pretty much what it is. Or maybe there's a lucky soul out there that wants to buy it. This cover is really nice. I've seen this unboxed, and it does. I like the lenticular, on the front of it, and the way it folds with the light. So a lot of love to go into this. To be honest with you, I probably would have just been okay with just this one, but for as much as I did like this movie, having both of them, that's fine. Whatever. And what else did we get? Oh, come on. The Surfer. I waited for another edition besides the Lionsgate Steelbook that had come out, and I'm glad that this came out in just a regular Blu-ray slipcover. This was super cheap and easy, and that's me all over. I was very excited to get this one, and to be honest with you, I have done some research on this because going into it, I didn't see a trailer. I knew very little about it. The only thing that I did know about it was that it was very divisive, and that either people kind of liked it or they really hated it. There was really no in between. So I'm glad I went into it and made my own opinion, and I enjoyed it. I like Nicolas Cage. I like a lot of the movies that he does, and actually knowing the things that I know about it now from seeing different reviews and different explanations from others' points of view, I kind of want to see it again at some point. This slipcover and this Blu-ray, I mean, that's simple right there. And this has the Dolby Atmos track on it too, so I would much rather spend $13 on a slipcover than $35, $40, whatever it is, from Lionsgate to get a steelbook. While I do like this movie, I don't feel like it necessarily needs to be in a 4K steelbook edition like something like Ballerina does. It's a large scale action movie. because this is definitely not that. So every once in a while we get certain classics that come along, like The Stuff and Terrifier, but nothing will beat Clown in a Cornfield. I'm joking, by the way. This movie was good, but it's good for this time of year. I'm trying to watch as many scary movies as possible, and I usually start around mid-September, and then, of course, end right after October. And then there's a couple of scary movies that you can incorporate Christmas time and the holidays with, but after October, I've seen so many scary movies, I start to develop a twitch because of all the blood and guts, and there's so many different kinds of horror movies. There's psychological, there's possession, there's found footage. By the or slasher, kind of like this one. By the end of October, I kind of need a little bit of a break. This was good. I enjoyed it a heck of a lot more than I thought I was going to. Again, look at this fancy slipcover. It's just a thing of beauty. And just like The Surfer, this was super duper cheap. I was all about it. If you like horror movies and you haven't seen it, I strongly suggest to check this one out. Stay there. Okay. What else do we got? Lost in Space. This one's been out, I think, since the beginning of September. So I still haven't had a chance to watch it just because I've been focused on scary movies and things like that. This is more something I can watch like with my family, I guess. And so a lot of the scary movies, there's some of them here and there that really aren't like family oriented. So at one point I'll have a chance to check this one out. I've seen it before. I actually saw this in the theater. Did this come on 99? 98? 98. Wow. So 27 years ago. So I was in the 8th grade. I'm excited to check this one out again at some point. Maybe this will be after the scary movie time is over with. I'll check this one out again. A lot of people say they didn't really care for this, that it's too long. I appreciate the nostalgic of it, going to see it as a kid. My mom taking me to the movies and things like that. And she took me to go see this. It's enjoyable from what I can remember, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I've seen it since the theater, so I'm very excited to revisit this one and to see the clarity of it, the 4K, and Arrow always does a hell of a job, so I'm excited to see this one. And last but certainly not least, Night of the Living Dead. People are going crazy for this one, super duper crazy. There's the back of it. I had a chance to watch this. The gloss on it was really nice. And hey buddy, will you hand me the Megan Part 2? The gloss on this was really nice, and people are trying to sell this now for about, I think, around $100 on eBay. Don't do that. That's just stupid. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't get this, I mean, if you got the money and you just have an extra $100 to drop on this, sure. I enjoyed it. I was really happy to watch it over again. I remember seeing this whenever I was younger. They would have it on HBO or Cinemax. Whenever I was growing up. The unrated copy is on here, uncensored. There's a J card. The uncensored version is on there. Oh, it does say unrated. Still haven't figured out the way to get it not backwards, so you'll just have to understand that it says unrated right here. But there's a J card. No, it's backwards. Just please use your thinking caps. This movie was awesome. It was really neat to see just small things that I'd missed and that I'd forgotten about. The black and white at the beginning I thought was really cool, how it shifts into color. It was, I thought it was such an amazing watch to see again, and Tom Savini, and of course, doing the makeup artist. I just watched Maniac, where he did the makeup effects for it, and he starred in it, and he has that iconic scene. I don't know if I can really describe it on YouTube, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this one was real good. I would give the digital code for this, but I gave it to a buddy of mine who was asking for it. He watches scary movies like I do around this time of the year, so I'm sorry, but he got the digital code. Megan, part 2. To be honest, I was pleasantly surprised with this one. I had a chance to watch this with my kids, and after seeing the back, I was confused because I hadn't seen this before, but I have the first one in the Steelbook, so I figured I'd go ahead and get the Steelbook. This, the same as, so this one has, the Megan has more of like a smooth finish. I guess they're about the same. I don't know, Megan feels a little bit different. It's definitely, this is different than the other Steelbook, than the first one, but this isn't going to win any awards. You're not going to see anything about it, on the Academy Awards saying Best Picture, Best Director, anything like that. This is just a pleasant movie. I feel like that was made for the fans of the first one, and if you have a chance to watch it, I highly suggest you do. It's on one of the streaming services right now. I can't remember which one. I think it's Peacock. Regardless, I'm sure Google is your friend. Go to IMDb and they'll show you. But this one was really good. I am gonna give away here. I'll give away a couple of the digital codes that I've got. I'll give away the Ballerina digital code. But I haven't been on in a while, just been busy, and like I said, not a whole lot of movies have come out. I didn't want to get on here just for one movie and say, here's Ballerina. You would say, that's great, go to hell. So I didn't want to do all that. But at the same time, I'm going to try and get to be a little bit better with it. At the very least, I'll do short videos, and I'll do the short videos kind of moving forward. And whenever I pick up stuff or stuff comes in the mail, I'm sure if you're a movie nerd like me, you already know what comes out next week. So hopefully whenever it gets to be Tuesday or Wednesday and that item comes in, then I'll try and at least maybe watch one or two of those movies. I'm sure I don't have to tell you which ones, but here is the digital code for... Here's Ballerina. You can pause it if you want, and Megan. Here we go. Well, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I still haven't figured out how to not have everything backwards. One day I'll get there. I'm old, so you just have to deal with me. I appreciate everybody that watches the videos and sticks around, and whenever I get additional movies in, even watching certain horror movies this time of the year, then I'll let you guys know what I'm watching just as suggestions. And tomorrow's Monday, it's the beginning of the week. Hope you guys enjoy your Sunday and take it easy.